Captain Aiko Nishimura sat in her ready room on board the Prometheus. She was checking on the last-minute reports and making sure that everything was in order for their departure. They were still in Earth's orbit and would remain there for a few hours more as Chief Randor and his teams did the last of the system checks. Once they finished, they would start their mission. There were still things to be done on the ship. The construction had been rushed, and so they still hadn't installed all the point defense turrets, and several internal systems needed to be connected. But that was minor work that they would finish on the way. She still couldn't quite believe what they had achieved with this ship. It wasn't the first spaceship that Earth had produced, of course, but none of the others had been warships. The humanity's gift did have weapons, but those were nothing compared to what the Prometheus carried. And it was a marvel. Just a year ago, she wouldn't have been able to imagine anything like this ship, a merging of magic and technology. At times, she still worried that someone was playing a joke on her, and that suddenly someone would jump out and laugh at her for even believing in magic. But she had seen too much of it with her own eyes to not know it was the truth. Besides, Kane would not lie to her. The Prometheus was a powerful ship. Its hull had been built out of cotarium-titanium alloy. She had only learned about the strange metal a few months ago, when the Magitech department suggested they use it to build the hull. As it turned out, the same metal had been used at least in part in the hull of the Qash'vo'tar ship. It told them that the material did exist in this universe, but as they had none of it on Earth, they had to find another source. Thankfully, the UEC had managed to buy a large quantity from Ithorians, who didn't have much use for it. They didn't know exactly what the hull of the Qash'vo'tar ship was made out of. They could recognize only a few of the materials, but it was a metal ceramic alloy of some kind. In any case, the hull of the Prometheus was extremely durable, even if it did lack the same capacity to reflect that the Qash'vo'tar ship hull had. The hull of the Prometheus was also coated in special black light-absorbing paint, which should make it harder to be seen. It also had a few other stealth systems, mostly Magitech. Aiko knew that the greatest advantage of her ship would be to pass unnoticed or strike from the shadows. It was not a warship built for prolonged firefights. It was designed as a support for its fighter squadrons